everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video. Hope you enjoy.
That's a growth mindset thing, you know. I think that, you know, like someone with a fixed mindset, they come to jiu-jitsu, you know, and they can't keep the consistency, or they can't handle the fact that they're not good straight away. But if you've got a growth mindset, you like thrive under the pressure and the, you know, being bad at something. You go like, oh,
I want to get better.
I want to get better at this. That like instills something. And I think, you know, some people just don't have that growth mindset. I think that, you know, maybe they never will have it.
Yeah.
I mean, you maybe can switch to it, but once you realize that if you suck at something, that's a good thing, you know. It's like keep doing that thing that you suck at, you know.
And eventually you won't suck at it as much. You know
exactly.
what I mean? That's funny though. Like that's a kind of interesting conversation. It's like, are you born with that? Is that something you can change and develop into, or like do you have a point in time where you feel like that transition happened? Because I feel like it's almost like being conscious about jiu-jitsu even. Like at some point in time that happened for me. I don't know when that was, but it happened where you can actually understand jiu-jitsu to a deeper level where you're not just reacting emotionally to what's happening around you or in the roles or whatever. I can't tell you when that happened, but I think it has to occur for you to get to a deeper level of proficiency. You can't just be an animalistic, reactive individual forever. No, you've got to start to understand how this shit works to actually truly master things and get good at them. So, I don't know, I always ask the same thing, and you know, some people are like, man, if you knew the answer to that, you'd probably be a super rich person because you could get anybody to get good at stuff or like change in their life and stuff. But I just think that's a super interesting conversation. Like, what makes people have that growth mindset? How do people get to that point where they can kind of be conscious enough to adjust in a way that's going to force improvement, as opposed to just like unconsciously reacting to what the fuck's going on around them?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, I suppose like you said, you'd be really rich if you knew the answer. Because I suppose like sports psychologists or performance psychologists around the world would want to know that answer. You know, I think it's probably a combination of both, you know, as in nature and nurture, you know, like you're born with it a little bit and then you can also grow it, but it's probably a combination of the two. I think like probably for myself, in terms of like applying myself to something, I personally think I probably do have like an element of ADHD, which is actually an interesting thing because like people with like ADHD is like, people see it as like, oh, you're all over the shop with like your attention, right? But you actually have the ability to hyper focus on things that you're interested in. And because I'm interested in jiu-jitsu, you know, and because I'm interested in...
Oh, you got that shit.
Yeah. And because... exactly.
Have a chat. That's
because I'm interested in my work, you know, it's easy to apply myself. I actually like get like really in the zone, you know. But with other things, I'm like... don't care, not interested, no way, you know. It's just like that.
That's funny, man.
It's funny. I used to describe Anton like that. That's why I used to explain to people, man, he had that some form of like, you know.
No, they used to say I was autistic and shit. That's not that.
Man, jiu-jitsu.
No, man, I went to fucking Norway with that Gargamel, and he's like, man, you like that Meow Brothers or that Musa Messi guy, man, you're autistic or something.
See, someone told the same. Yeah, no, I think he's very
autistic, man. What the fuck?
But it's not in a, it's just the jiu-jitsu way, man. It's kind of different. It's just different. It's not normal, you know.
Yeah. I always thought Anton's ability to remember techniques was just like.
I think Anton has an ability that are extraordinary, which is like, you tell him, man, you need to improve at backtake, right? Yeah. So in 10 days, he'll be amazing at backtake. Boy, this is really kind of like impressive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know what he does, but in these 10 days, you know what I mean? If he just
I don't know what I do either.
don't,
I just
like
fucking do
just goes there and just
yeah.
kind of whatever he does, but it's just the amount of improvement. Like even watching his, like the guys that fight him, like you look at it as last 6 months, last year, and how much improvement performance-wise the other guys had. In terms of versatile games and improving another position, etc. And you watch Anthony, the disparities, is on the spectrum. Actually.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.